Welcome everyone for a virtual Excel camp for our pre-symbolic learners. Welcome to the Outdoors Camp this week. We are so glad to have you with us today. We know many of you have some helpers at home to help you enjoy camp with us today, and so we welcome those assistance in making sure that you are able to participate in camp. We are glad to have you here. We also know we have many observers. Your goal is to just sit in the background and watch teachers teach and students have fun at camp. That's the goal for today. There are lots of breaks built into this session. That's on purpose. This group of students we have listened to, and they said breaks are needed. You are welcome to put in the chat who you are and where you are from. Helpers, you are welcome to help and let us know that your camper is here if you like and where you are from. And we will say hi. All available to you. Again, we're welcoming you to the pre-symbolic virtual Excel camp, and the outdoors is this week. Welcome Sophia from San Jose. Welcome Mississippi. Welcome Ashley from California. Welcome Jezebel from Puerto Rico. Glad to have you with us today. Welcome Timmy. Hi Timmy from Ohio. So today your instructors are Andrea Amestoy. She's a teacher of the visually impaired and she's an orientation and mobility instructor at Idaho, see now I'm saying Idaho Educational Services for the Deaf and Blind. And Andrea also happens to be a registered nurse. Another instructor is Jessica Chamblin. Hopefully I said that right. She also is a teacher of students with visual impairments, and she's worked in the field of deaf blindness for 5 years in a variety of roles, including interpreter, PCA, intervener, and TBVI. She works for Intermediate School District 917 in Rosemount, Minnesota, and she's currently serving on the deaf-blind community of practice for the state of Minnesota. We also have a student intern. This is a person who's working really hard to be a teacher of the visually impaired, and she is going to college at the University of Northern Colorado. She's been working at a place called the Colorado Center for the Blind for the past 10 years. Right now she's teaching adults how to stay independent while losing their vision, and she loves her job and has met some incredible people along the way. She has 2 teenagers and she was volunteering at their school and discovered she loves to work with children, and so she's studying to be a teacher. She is also a person with a visual impairment and hoping to be a positive role model for her students and teach them as much as possible. Welcome Luke from Massachusetts. Glad to have you with us today. Welcome Texas, glad you are with us. Hi Ingrid from Maryland and Angie from Memphis. Welcome, glad to have you with us. I am now going to turn it over to your instructors and they will get you going in camp.
Hello, my name's Jessica, and with my students I go by Miss Jess. So I'll be one of your instructors for our camp. I'm really excited to work with everyone. Thank you, Leanne, for introducing me. I would like to give you guys a visual description of me. I am 30 years old, so a younger woman. I have bright orange hair that's pulled back in a ponytail and some strands of hair that just don't fit. My skin is very pale and I have dark brown freckles across my cheeks, which you might or might not see. My eyes are blue and I'm wearing glasses. I'm currently seated in front of a dark blue background. Andrea?
Hi there, my name is Andrea Amestoy, and I am thankful for Leanne for giving that wonderful introduction. I want to give a visual description of myself as well. I am a female and I am 44 years old, so I'm in the middle ages of life. I have darker brown hair that's blending into my black background, and it is pulled back in a ponytail. My eyes are blue and I'm wearing earrings with birds on them because I love birds. And let's see, what else about myself that I can describe to you? My skin tone is a little bit darker. I'm not really pale, but I'm a little bit darker, kind of a darker, I guess, lighter brown, and I tan very easily in the summertime. I don't have any freckles, but I have moles, which are like dark brown spots, probably from being out in the sun too much. So that's a little bit about me.
Perfect. I would like to go ahead and share our schedule for today. We think it's really important to be able to anticipate what we're going to be doing. There we go. So this is what we'll be doing today for camp. You should have received these pictures. If you didn't, don't worry about it. I will be showing them on the screen. And Andrea has some tactile cues that you can use for a schedule as well. The first thing that we're going to do is our welcome, which we are in the middle of right now. We'll do some stretches every day that get us settled into our lessons, and then we'll move on to the next activity. After we do our welcome, Andrea is going to cover visual schedules, calendar systems. Then we're going to have a 10-minute break, and during this break, you might want to reposition. You might just want to listen to the music. We will have some guided stretches that you can do during this time. We will do a craft afterwards, so if you want to collect some of your crafting materials, this would be a good time to do that. So we'll move on to the craft, and once our craft is done, we'll do our closing, and after that we can answer some questions if anyone has them at the end. So let's go ahead and move on to our welcome stretches. I'll go ahead and lead those for you. So first, let's put both of our arms straight
Before
out.
you do that, stop the video so you become big. There you go.
Excellent. All right, so let's stretch both of our arms straight out ahead of us. We're going to count to 10. If you need some help, you can grab onto someone's arms or hold the back of a chair. Or if you just want to set your hands in front of you on the table, that's perfectly fine. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Let's put our arms straight up in the air. And again, if you only want to put them up a little bit and that's comfortable, do that. If you need to hold on to someone's hands to lift your arms up, let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, nice. This is the last stretch. Let's wrap both of our arms around ourselves like we're giving ourselves a hug. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. I feel ready to start our lessons. Let's take a look at our schedule. If you have these pictures in front of you, you can move on to the next one. Maybe I missed it. Let me find it again.
So our helpers, if you need to, you can hold the schedule up in front so your student can see it, or you could hand them the item that you might have made. But I think we're going to hear more about those, aren't we?
Yep, we're going to move on to that next. So we are done with our welcome. That one's all done. We're going to move on to our schedule now.
Okay, can everyone see and hear me okay? You can give me a thumbs up, yes? All right, wonderful. Well, my name's Andrea, and hello campers and support people. I am so excited that you are here. I'm going to be talking to you guys about calendars and scheduling and why that is so important in our life and our day-to-day routine. So how many of you guys, I'm going to give you a moment to write, put a thumbs up in the chat box or type in a Y for yes, or maybe a no. how many of you enjoy what is going to happen to you and what you're going to do next in your day? How many of you guys knowing what the day is going to bring? Or how many just like to be surprised? How did we know that we had camp today at this time? I'm going to look at the responses. How many of you guys enjoy knowing what's going on? Yes, from Naomi. Ashley says yes. Yes, from Ingrid and Savage Jack. Awesome. Joy loves to anticipate things. Me too, Joy and Angie. Wonderful. So I'm going to share with my campers kind of what the start of my day looks like. So when I wake up in the morning, and everyone's day looks a little different, first off, I'm going to show you this, if you guys can see that. I like to brush my teeth because they have been not touched all night, and I need to brush them. So I brush my teeth. Okay, after I brush my teeth, my hair is usually pretty wild. How many of you guys have hair that's everywhere? So I like to brush my hair. Everyone see my brush there, my hair comb? Okay, after I do that, I pull my hair back in a ponytail and I put, this is a tank top, I put my running clothes on. I love to run, so I go for a run. I put my sunscreen on before I go outside. I put that on my face and on my arms. And when I get back from my run, I'm going to show you one more object. And that's my washcloth. It's an orange washcloth. And when I get back from my run, I need to take a bath or a shower. And so that washcloth is my symbol that says, I need to wash my body. So that is just my morning part of my whole routine of the day. Does anyone have something similar that they do? I'm sure that a lot of us are going to all take a shower or bath, all brush our teeth at some point, we comb our hair. So that's the routine of my day. Now, everybody, all of you campers, have a wonderful routine and a rhythm of your day. And we get so much security knowing what's going to happen next. So with this calendar system that we're going to hopefully work on and get done today and utilize throughout camp and hopefully your summer and the fall, is to know that we get to look forward to something that's going to happen to us next. We all love that predictability in our life. So calendar systems give us a nice sense of control in our lives, that we know what's going to happen next. The other amazing thing about calendar systems is we can start figuring out what happened maybe yesterday, what's going on today, right now, and what's going to go on tomorrow, what's going to happen next. And it also is just going to make our world a lot more interactive, because you campers are going to start playing an active part in your life with these calendar systems. So I'm going to give you guys some objects I'm going to put under my phone, and we're going to talk about these, and then I'm going to give you a chance to talk with and communicate with your support person what objects we can use for your calendar. So it might be a spoon that symbolizes eating, that it's time to eat. It could be a food pouch that you enjoy eating. It could be your favorite bowl that you get to eat from. It could be a cup.
The camera's a wee bit close for us.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Is that a little better? A cup?
The camera needs to move away.
Okay, let
It's
me
too
hold
close.
that up a little bit. I apologize.
That's okay. There you go.
Okay, so I'm going to kind of do this. There's a cup, and then some kids, they get their nutrition that helps their body through a tube that goes into their stomach. And all of those are wonderful ways that we get food that gives us energy. So those are some ideas for your calendar. Some other ideas might be lotion for massage time. How many of you guys enjoy massage, getting lotion maybe after your bath? Okay. Some other ideas that could be an object for your calendar might be a washcloth. And these are things that touch your body that tell you, I know that that washcloth means I'm going to take a bath. Now, you may love your bath, you may not like your bath, but this object helps you know that that's what's going to happen next. Or it could be a rubber ducky. How many of you guys like having bath toys? I'll give you a moment. How many, maybe write in the chat box, your favorite bath toy? This is a yellow rubber duck that I have here. Does anyone have a favorite bath toy? Maybe it's a funnel. Maybe it's an empty yogurt container. Maybe for the adults, it's a candle. A turtle, I love it, Naomi. Is it a real turtle, Naomi? A live turtle or a toy turtle? Because turtles love water. Music, baby shark. Yes, splashing, just a toy, I love it. It's a turtle, the turtle's a toy. Wonderful, baby shark, that's great. And maybe even the music for baby shark. Some other ideas to tell your camper so the camper knows, oh, I'm doing this, is maybe a pair of sunglasses. That might symbolize that you're going outside. Oh, and Joy is talking about a bath. She's hearing bath. Is that one of her favorite things to do? I love it. So the sunglasses might be that symbol like, oh, yep, when I put my sunglasses on, I'm going outside. I'm so excited because I love going outside. It might be a symbol like a little cush toy that means it's time to play, or maybe we're going to see our occupational therapist because they have tons of fun toys, or maybe our physical therapist. So it could be a little cush ball that signifies that. Or maybe, how many of you guys love the water? It could be a swimsuit. And I'm showing a blue swimsuit that has fruit on it. So maybe just feeling that silky material will get the camper, and you campers will be like, yay, we get to go to the pool, or we're gonna go to swim therapy. I'm so excited. I know that this means we're gonna do something really fun. It could be a diaper, and that's saying, oh boy, we have a diaper change coming. Maybe not my favorite, but I know that it's there and it's coming. For getting dressed, we all get dressed in the morning. It could be a pair of socks. Everyone see my pink and white striped socks there? And that could say, yep, you can tap the camper's foot and the camper feels that. And they get their sock put on, and maybe their AFOs, and then maybe their shoes. So that can be an object. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to give you campers and your support person or persons, people, a chance, about a minute or so not a long time, but I want you to gather 3 or 4 objects around your house that your camper does during the rhythm of their day. So it could be any of those things that I talked about, maybe something different that you thought of during this time. And then we can come back with those objects and we will figure out how to put those into a calendar system. One thing I do want every camper and their support person to grab is a rubber band. A rubber band. Any ideas on what the rubber band might mean. And I kind of gave you a hint when we were doing it earlier today in camp. Any guesses on what a stretchy rubber band might be? What does that rubber band do? Does it stretch? It moves and bends. So if you guys can find a rubber band around your house and 3 to 4 other objects, it could be a diaper, it could be a swimsuit, it could be a spoon or a straw, and bring those back to where you're watching, that will be wonderful. Yes, time to stretch like a rubber band. Exactly. Thank you, Catherine. That is exactly it. When we stretch, we start moving our body and we become stretchy like a rubber band. And that can be one of our objects that we're going to use, because kind of a hint for all of our camps, we will be stretching. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a few minutes. And then when you're back, if you can type a Y into the message board, and if you can even write down, if you want to, the objects that you decided on, that would be wonderful.
Looks like Timmy has brought his objects.
Yay! Thank you, Timmy. I'm going to get my board ready here for our next part once everyone's back with their objects that they found. A box, oh, a feeding tube syringe, Cheerios and AFOs. I love it. Notebook from Marianne. Wonderful. A blanket and books for reading. That's a wonderful thing. Towel, hand sanitizer. I bet we all know what that is now, huh? Yes. Wonderful, Angie. An apron. I love that. We don't see aprons very much, but that's wonderful.
And feel free to keep reading all of the chat, because those do not appear. So people love the ideas of others.
Oh, great. Okay. Someone said a Ziploc bag, a yellow washcloth for bathing, a hairbrush, and a purse to go outside. I love that one, because they're going to fill that purse as you're holding them for the support person. A medicine box, spoon and toothbrush. Love it. AFOs, cozy PJs for those maybe like bedtime, rainy day, nap time, a playtime CD. Wonderful. And a spoon. Love it. These are absolutely wonderful. You guys have fantastic ideas, campers, that you came up with. So now the next thing is, around your house, you can use anything you want. We have lotion, hairbrush, boost. Great. Love it. Anything that we want to show this. Okay. So I'm going to show you my calendar real quick. I still love paper calendars. So this is my August to August calendar, and inside this is kind of my life. It's my schedule. It's where I have to be when I work with kids and my jobs. Everything's in there. Some people like to use their phones for their calendar. I'm in my 40s. I like to use my paper calendar, okay? But everyone has different ways. So what I'd like you guys to do is find just a box around your house that is holding all your objects. I just happen to have this red box that I found, a plastic tub. It can be a cardboard box, whatever you have, a bucket in the garage that's clean, and you're gonna put your objects in there. they're going to be in a special place. So all the things that you guys put down, the xylophone, the drum, the singing toys for Jack Savage, I love it. You can put that in your special box, and then you're going to bring that down in the morning. You can take a scarf. This is just a scarf that I have. You can tie it in a knot to symbolize the next thing. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm taking my gold scarf and I'm tying it in a knot, and I'm tying it in another knot. And I will show you this in just a moment. So there's my first knot, and then the opening can be for my symbol. So let's say we chose the ball. That will be right here. And then what you're going to do with the camper, so campers and support person, you're going to help your camper guide their hand to that object or bring the object to their hand, and they're going to be able to feel that. Allow them to work and play and act on that object however they choose. It may be mouthing it, so make sure that it's not chokeable. It may be smelling it. It might be rubbing it on their face. However they want to interact with that is just perfect. Okay? Then the adult, the support person, is going to perform that object. So maybe it is the feeding tube. Okay? So that camper, you campers get to hold that extra feeding tube, and then the support person is going to start your feeds. So you realize, oh, when I feel this, my tummy is eventually going to feel kind of full. Okay. If it's a toothbrush, you can hold on to your toothbrush while your support person is brushing your teeth. And then when that activity is all done, we don't want to brush our teeth for 30 minutes, right? We wouldn't have any teeth left. When that activity is all done, you are going to drop that object, and you can help your support person do this. They can help you, and you're going to drop it in your bucket, because guess what? That is all done. So maybe you don't like brushing your teeth. You know that it's going to be over soon. When that's done and you hear it or you feel it drop in that box or bucket, you know it's over. And that's nice to know when something's over. What if the support people, if we didn't know when our work day was over? That would be really scary. So we want to know when things are done. So you can use a scarf. Some other things that I like to use for a calendar is you can just use cardboard. If you find a strip of cardboard, you can tie some red pipe cleaner around it like I have here to symbolize a break. Like first we're going to do this, then I feel that bump, that line, then we're going to move on to this object. So for instance, it could be first we're going to have playtime with my blue cush ball, then we're going to brush your teeth. Okay, then we're going to play outside, and it might be something that's for outside. So you can use a piece of cardboard. If you guys have a dollar store around your house, I like to go to the dollar store and find these doormats for $1, and I cut them in half, and then I put puffy paint on them, and that's my object calendar. And I put Velcro on them too. And then I actually Velcro some items on, and you can sometimes feel or hear that rip as the Velcro is pulling off. And then you do that activity and you're all done. So those are some different ways to make an object calendar. One last thing, campers, that you can do tonight, once you have your objects out and you can play around with this and make it later on today, is you can go through your bucket at the end of the night and talk about your day. What did we do today? Oh, we took a bath. We put some lotion on. What else did we do? We ate some breakfast. We had lunch. We had dinner. We got dressed. And that was our day. And whatever your day is, that beautiful rhythm of your day, you can have a special time at night talking about the wonderful rhythm of your day using your calendar system. Now, did everybody grab a rubber band? If not, grab a rubber band, and we're going to do this calendar system. We're going to take our break in just a moment. And then I want that rubber band to be touched and held before we do our stretching.
I couldn't find a rubber band, but I found a hair tie.
Perfect. That is an excellent substitute. A bungee cord would work, a hair tie, anything around your house that's kind of stretchy.
So while we take our break, this is Miss Jess again. While we take our break, you could try and find something that'll work kind of like a rubber band or hair tie or scrunchie, anything to signify stretching. I'm gonna go ahead again and share our schedule because our time with Miss Andrea working on calendar systems is all done. And now we're going to go ahead and have our break. It'll be about 10 minutes. The first part will just be music, and then closer to the time that we're going to come back, Miss Andrea will do some guided stretching for us. And after that, we'll be doing our craft. So if you need to change positions, go ahead and do that. To be working on a table, maybe coloring or using some tactile objects to make our self-portraits. So everyone's ready.
And as you can see, for those of you who did the tactile symbols, I am going to be putting those up. So this green one with the fringe means we're finished. So we're finished with the calendar activity. So I'm just putting that there for everyone to see and to feel if you happen to make one of those.
All right, I'm gonna start our music for our break, and we will see you back in about 10 minutes. Hello, it's Miss Jess again. We're still going to be on our break for about 3 more minutes, but let's go ahead and do some guided stretching to get back into our activity. If you'd like to join me, I'm going to go ahead and put my right arm across my body and hold it a little bit. And I like to do my stretches in counts of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna stretch my arms out. And if I had another person, maybe they could help hold my arm a little bit. And do 10 again on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's stretch our arms up again. Like we did at the beginning, if you want to hold on to someone's hands, we can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's drop our arms forward so they're stretching straight out in front of us. If you want to hold on to something, go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's drop our arms as low as we can. If you have a table, rest them on the table. If you can touch your knees, do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the last one, let's wrap our arms tight around ourselves again. You just want to cross your arms and set it on your table, you can do that. If you want to cross your wrists, you can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. So everyone, let's go ahead and get ourselves back from break if you've had enough time to gather some materials, crayons, markers, paper, or just objects that you found around the house will absolutely work for doing a tactile schedule. Yeah.
Okay, we want to make sure our campers are ready. So can you put a Y in the chat if your camper's ready to move on from break? Timmy is, Jacob is, Angie and Ingrid are, Joy's ready, Christopher's ready.
Awesome. That is great.
Luke is ready. Mary and Nathan are ready. Savage Jack is ready. Naomi is ready. Nicole is ready. Ashley is ready.
Perfect. Let's move on then. So we are all done with our break. So that is off of our schedule. And we're going to move on to our craft. All right. So I am using for this craft something I really enjoy, which is a light box. I like to do drawing on the light box using transparency paper and wet erase markers. For some people, it's been a really long time since you've seen transparency paper and markers like this. For our self-portrait, The first thing I want to do is feel the shape of my face. So if I put my hands on top of my head and move them slowly around my face, I notice that the shape of my head is sort of in an oval, starting at the top of my head and moving around. So if you can feel the shape of your face, is it more circular? Is it oval? Maybe someone can help you move your hand around your face, or you could feel someone else's face.
Jacob has a question. Oh, Jacob, you lowered your hand. Did you get your question answered? I hope so. Go ahead.
While I'm doing my self-portrait, everyone please make your own. You can watch me, you can make your own, and if you'd like to share, please put that in the chat or raise your hand and we can find time so that you can show us your masterpiece. So for my face, since it's kind of an oval, I'm gonna draw a U. This bottom part of the U is like my chin, and the top is where I'm going to put my hair. The next thing that I feel on my face are my eyes. So if I run my fingers around my eyes, they're kind of a sideways oval, like a grape. I took my glasses off so that I can feel my eyes, and they are near the top of my head. So
how did you know they were near the top of your head?
I can feel the top of my head where my hair is, and I move slowly down, and there are my eyes. They're not very far away from the top of my head. It's about the distance of my hand. So on my drawing, I'm going to put my eyes near the top of my head, and I'm going to do kind of an oval shape. From my eyes, I can feel between them a hard ridge. It's kind of like a line straight down, and that's my nose. My nose is about in the middle of my face. So if I feel the bottom of my chin and the top of my head, my nose is right in the middle. So on my drawing, I'm going to put my nose between my eyes and in the middle of my face. From my nose, with my hand on my nose, if I move down, I feel my mouth. And I'm not very good at drawing lips, so I can feel between my lips is kind of a line, and I can feel it go upwards if I smile. So I'm going to draw a line for a smile. And I'm going to go under my nose and draw a smile. From my mouth, if I go down, I can feel another line where my chin is. I have a really pronounced chin, so I'm going to draw a line under my smile for my chin. This line is going to go downward. So from my chin, if I work my hands down, I can feel that I have a neck underneath my chin. And they feel kind of like straight lines going down. I'm going to go ahead and add those as well to my drawing. From there, let's work back up our face, up to our eyes. And from your eyes, if you feel out and back like you're going behind your head, you should run into some ears. I have one on either side of my head, so I have 2 ears. And if I feel the shape, it's kind of like a C, and that's going to be the easiest thing for me to draw. So going right out from my eyes, I feel my ears. So I'm going to draw that now. Kind of a C shape. And one on each side. The last part on my drawing is going to be at the top of my head, which is my hair. I have a lot of hair that stands out on the sides and doesn't fit in my ponytail. It's kind of messy. And my hair is pulled all the way back into a ponytail behind my head. So that is what I'm going to draw. Kind of messy hair for me, but you can draw your hair however it makes sense to you. And then I have a ponytail that kind of goes behind my head like that. If you'd like, you can add some color to your drawing, and I'm going to do that. My eyes are blue, so I'm going to color them blue. Blue is kind of a cool color. It reminds me of swimming. It's the feel of putting your hands in cold water. It kind of tastes like blue raspberry or blueberries. It's a really bright color. The next thing I'm going to add are freckles. And freckles on me are dark brown dots, and I'm going to put them on my cheek. In the sun, my skin doesn't tan. So what happens with my skin is I get dark freckles all over my arms, legs, and face. I'm also going to go ahead and add my glasses, which are also brown. Brown to me is a really rich color. It's like soil or the crunch of autumn leaves under your feet. It also tastes to me like really rich chocolate. I really like the color brown. All right. Next, I'll color my hair. And if you remember, I said I have orange hair. Most people say that my hair color is red, but it looks orange instead of red. Red is a really vibrant color. It's a color that demands a lot of attention and it's loud. It tastes kind of tart like cherries or strawberries. Orange is a little more mellow than red, but it's still pretty vibrant. If you've ever had a citrus fruit like an orange or tangerine, that's kind of what orange tastes like. Is bright and commanding, but a little calmer than red. The last color that I'm going to use is green. It's my favorite color. And I'm going to color my ponytail holder green. Green is such a life-filled color. It reminds me of grass, and it feels like waxy leaves. It tastes fresh like grapes or cabbage or lettuce or peas. There. So I hope if anyone wanted to share, you raised your hand or put it in the chat. So we'll give a second to see if anyone has something they would like to share. You don't have to show your face. You can just show your artwork. I'm going to get set up for my second self-portrait.
Okay. So it looks like Ashley is raising her hand. So Ashley, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to allow you to talk to make sure that's what you wanted. Ashley, or Ashley's helper, did you want to share your picture?
Yeah, Ashley will share.
Okay, hold on a minute. Let me make that happen. Okay. Ashley, you're able to share. To share your video is Alt-V unless you already know how to do that.
Oh, okay, here. Oh, is it coming? Let's see. Ashley.
That's okay. Give it a minute. We're patient.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if it's working. Ashley, do you want to share?
Oh, hold on. That's
Now, how do we hold up the Ashley's? She's stretching still.
that's okay.
Ashley,
Ashley's
I
been
love it. Ashley, it's beautiful.
She's like, she's not looking, but she's got the red hair.
perfect.
It's beautiful.
Okay.
You as your teacher.
Thanks for sharing.
Good job, Ashley. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, I'll stop for now.
Yeah,
Perfect.
she's gonna take a break. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, I think we press stop.
There you go.
Ashley.
You have one more hand raised. Tegan is raising his hand. Tegan, you can speak. I want to make sure that's what you wanted to do. You wanted to share. To speak, you can hold down the space bar or press Alt-A. Oh, there you go. Did you want to share?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to move it so that you can do so. So hang on a second. It'll switch you so you can. Okay, if you use keystrokes, it's Alt-V unless you know how to do it from your computer already. There you go.
Beautiful. Great job, Tegan. I love that.
That's awesome.
You worked so hard to make that. That's so amazing. It looks just like mine.
Thank you so much. Is there anyone else that wanted to share?
All right.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and do a quick tactile self-portrait. I'm going to use a bowl for this one because my face is sort of a round shape and the bowl is a round shape as well. What I remember is that my eyes are sort of circular and I just have a bunch of objects here. So I'm going to use some buttons for my eyes because these buttons are circular and I'll put them at the top of my self-portrait. Between my eyes, I know I want to do a nose and I need something that's kind of long and thin like a nose. So I'm going to use the cap to a marker. It's kind of big, but I think it'll work really well as my nose. So between my round eyes is a long, thin nose. And I want to do something for my mouth. It doesn't have to be a smile. We don't always smile. Sometimes we just have a straight look to our face. So I'm going to use a piece of wood here for my mouth. You can use whatever you have. And if you want to glue this down, you can. If you just want to do a temporary self-portrait of you or a portrait of someone else and reuse materials, you can do that too. I found this craft paper that's kind of like strands, just like my hair is kind of like strands. So if I feel them, they're a little similar, and I want to put that at the top where my hair is. You could use feathers. Feathers are really soft and silky like strands as well. So that's my tactile self-portrait. I can feel all the parts of my face. My eyes, my nose, my mouth, my hair. I could do ears with other buttons or another type of material. You can really do this however you'd like, and it's a fun activity to see what you can come up with. But that is going to do it for our craft part of our.
Andrea, I think you had a face being made at the same time. Can you describe your face to us?
You bet. So I used a lid from a container, and that's that round face. Although I kind of have a pointier chin, mine's more narrow at the bottom. And then I used a red pipe cleaner for my smile, because I do love to smile a lot. And then I have a kind of a red, longer shaped, it's actually a boat, but I turned it upside down to make a nose that's pointed downward. And I found 2 pom-poms to make my eyes. And I have 2 soft feathers. Although my hair actually isn't very soft, it's actually coarse and kind of rough. So I should have found sandpaper because it's very dry where I live. But I used feathers instead for my self-portrait.
Well, we are running out of time. So if any of you made tactile pictures, you are welcome to send them to me, and I will get them to your camp instructors to share. We have loved seeing it all. And I wanted to thank you, Jessica and Andrea. Did you want to wrap up really quick with your calendar?
Yes. So I've gone ahead and shared that. We're all done with our craft. So we'll do our closing really quick. We just have 2 parts. The first one, I want to say that I am so proud of everyone who was here today. Thank you for paying attention. Thank you for being here with us. This is new and that can be really scary, but everyone was really brave. And thank you so much, Tegan and is it Ashley? Ashley
Yes.
and Tegan, thank you so much for sharing your art. It was so beautiful. Let's go ahead. If you have your rubber bands, we're gonna do our stretches. There's only 3 of them. 10 seconds each. Arms straight out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Arms straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And hug yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank
We are
you.
all finished. I'm putting my object up for that. Thank you so much.
Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Do you remember what our theme tomorrow is for outdoors? Do you guys remember? Andrea and Jessica, what's our theme for tomorrow?
We're gonna do water tomorrow. Water play.
Water play. Okay, see you all then. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.